Well, I like our fight of our guys. They came out and competed. We played against a good team. They're well coached, and we had a chance to win. Anytime you go on the road, you want an opportunity to win, and we put ourselves in position. We had a few breakdowns and a couple calls that didn't go our way that happened that we had to sustain. But at the end of the day, we did have a good fight, and like I said, Ohio State's a well-coached team, and we had a chance, but they were able to separate and close it at the end.
What was the message to the team? You were down 17, and then you think you scored 7 points in a minute and got right back into it. What did you tell the guys, and how did you get back in it there?
Well, we've been in this position. I told the guys there's not a team on our roster that's going to overwhelm us with their talent or their length or their skill. It's about us taking care of the basketball and doing the things that we do. But we're going to have a fight. We're going to have a fight. We're able to make some shots and get some stops. But when you play a team like Ohio State, that's well coached, they're going to adjust as well. So we were able to just continue to fight, and we made some shots and we were able to get some stops. That was basically it. Yeah.
A lot of coaches that have come in here this year have talked about Keita Bates-Diop and just on tape. But I'm curious what your scouting report is on C.J. Jackson.
Right. Well, I know these guys extremely well. I was in the Big Ten. I was for 9 years, and I was at Purdue and played against these guys. And I recruited Keita Bates, so I know him extremely well. But Jackson, to answer your question, he's a guy that for them, he's got to make them go. He's a guy that can make rhythm threes when his feet are set. But he's a guy I feel, our guy in Darren Ringo, I'll take him over any point guard that we face. And one thing about Jackson is that he can score the basketball. He can make plays off the bounce. But he's a guy that we felt we had to contain to give ourselves a chance.
When you get 5 threes from Bowman, are you thinking this might be your night?
Well, you know what? He can do that. He can shoot threes. He's a guy that actually we ran plays for so he can shoot threes. He's a guy that's got a nice skill package where he can pick and pop. He was a junior college kid that we're very fortunate to get that's going to have 3 years. He has a skill set where he can do that. He does it in practice. This is the best he's shot outside of the Wright State game probably that he's shot in a while. He's back been 100%. He's been banged up the last 2 or 3 weeks, so he's back been 100%. It's a good time for us because we're going in a league play, but he's very capable of picking and popping and stretching the defense.
Like you said, you obviously have familiarity from being at Purdue. I just wonder, Chris Holtman earlier this season talking about Caleb Wesson used an analogy to Biggie. And how when you're that size you have to deal with foul trouble, and you have to adjust to how things are going to get called. How do you see any similarities there between what Caleb's going to have to deal with and what Biggie had to deal with? Obviously, they're different players, and one's in the NBA, but
right. Well, he can score with his back to the basket. He was the reason why we game plan the way we game plan, because not only can he score, he's a good passer, and we adjusted some things that we did because he is programmed when he has one-on-one opportunities to go score, but he also will make the right pass if you post trap. And some people came off Keita where they went big to big, or they do what we call Buffalo when they go low side in trap. If you do that, he's going to make the right pass to Tate, who they like to put opposite, so he can dive and dunk. So that is what it is. But he's going to be a good player. He's going to be a really good player. He's got soft hands. He can score over either shoulder. He has good footwork. That's where the similarity draws with Caleb Swanigan.
Chris has talked a decent amount this year about playing more in-state teams, and he did that at Butler. And, just your thoughts on today and maybe expanding.
You know what? I would love to have the opportunity to do that. Damon Firerson's on our staff. They used to play Dayton, Xavier, all in the same year. I think that would be not only great it'd be great for the state. It'd be great for our school, every school in the state if we have that. I know in Indiana they have the Crossroads Classic where you have those 4 teams come in. But I think we could do something like that as well. If it's not only the top 4 teams, you could do. With all the schools that we have in the state of Ohio, we can have a tournament, just a day full of games, playing against each other. But no, I think that would be great. But obviously, we have to do our job and be good enough. And I think by us coming on the road here, and like I said, I'll play any of these guys, home, away, it doesn't matter to me. I'll play them, and we'd love to play them if we can get something worked out.
And short of when they actually played Butler, with your coaching at Purdue and knowing Holtman through that, and also playing Ohio State when you were there, do you feel like you're probably as prepared for this team as maybe anybody could be, just with your familiarity with both the coach and with the program?
Yeah, with any game though, I think we go in each game with a scouting report. I I was assigned the defensive guy for Purdue, so there's not too much that I haven't seen that's going to surprise us. But yeah, obviously with being in the Big Ten and knowing Ohio State and knowing the guys at Butler, you know you're going to go against a well-coached team. It doesn't matter. Obviously, he's coming in here. He's going to be able to bring certain guys, and they signed a lot of guys when he got here, and he was very fortunate to do that, and we were able to do the same. But he's going to put a stamp on the program. He's a great coach. They're great guys. They have a great staff. They're well coached. So he's going to do a great job here at Ohio State. There's no question about it.